National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Wizards and the Monarchs. All that and more coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between our AFC champions and the representatives from the NFC. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep.
The football world has descended upon New Orleans, and Super Bowl 59 is underway. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Penix. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields finds his man. It's Javon Baker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. He'll get this to Means. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Another throw for Fields. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Fields on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives them the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. That's taken in by Means. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Terrell Smith.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. On first down, here's Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Fields this at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Fields on first down. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Fields out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound. Thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Now this offense ready to head back out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 39. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Hauled in left side. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now first run of the game is Amir White. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 32. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That play good enough for a first. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll give him a first down. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now it's 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Penix looking to pass. Finds a man right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Moody knocks it through. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding, receiving team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. First down throw for Fields. Barner with the grab. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Corner's got it. Complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give him a first down. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He sends this one to the end zone. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete. And now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Play action, Fields. It's caught, Barner. He's contained at the line for no gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Joseph Charlton on again for another punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. Their offense ready to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a first down. From the shotgun, Penix. It is caught left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New set of downs for him at the 38. Penix on first down. Complete over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Keely Ringo making the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. White trying this straight ahead. And he's tackled for a short gain. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And they're going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, here's Penix. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Catch made over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Monarchs trying to add to their lead. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Penix working from the gun. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Keely Ringo picks it off. Well, it looked like they were running out of options to slow down or stop what was turning into a very nice drive. But then, in the 11th hour, partner, the defense comes through with an interception.
Sure did. It feels like it was part effort and part desperation. He knew it was just about the only way they were getting off the field without surrendering points, and he made it happen.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 1. That's taken in by Means. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll get this to Means. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Another throw for Fields. Hits him on the out route. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Wizards get some late points and the lead. Javon Baker with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Wizards take a 4-point lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Penix now on 1st down. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Penix. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They send a tight end in motion. Penix looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And again, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
He's got it over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Moody knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Fields. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Varner's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got...
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Fields to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. This offense getting all set for this series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Give to Evans from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Staying ground with Evans. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the defense. And And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
In a situation like that, I mean, this is perfect situational football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it, and they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
The offense getting set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Penix here from the gun. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
A give up the middle to Evans. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Keely Ringo making the play. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Penix. Got Evans. It's complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Recovered by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Monarchs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Penix on 1st down. The throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they hit Stuffs and Cole. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Penix. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Monarchs capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
They're leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes their offense out again. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for it. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw Fields. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Hand off to the back. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 42. He completes it in traffic. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. That's completed right side. And he's in. Touchdown. The Wizards take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Javon Baker with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's their ball. Got to erase that lead, though, to keep their title hopes alive. First and 10 from the 41. They'll send their tight end right. On 1st down, here's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Evans straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Penix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Wizards are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he'll only get out to about the 7 before going down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now Fields. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Another throw for Fields. Completes this one to Baker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And they'll have 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A pistol snap. Fields. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying.
Some laundry on the field, but this is directed at the officials. The Monarchs have thrown that challenge flag. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So not only do they not get the result that they wanted, but they're going to lose what could be a very valuable timeout, too. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fields to throw it. Finds him on the slant. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a give on the counter. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Wizards grow the lead to 7. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Wizards grow their lead to 8. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense getting set to work here. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Here's Evans on the carry. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motioning right. Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Monarchs trail by 8. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's cut at the 25. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Here he is to throw. He just throws this one away. So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. Has it in close. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
And again, it's Penix. And he's taken down. The defense maintains the 2-point lead. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. Their whole season has led to this moment. He takes a knee. Let the celebration begin. And the Lombardi Trophy is all theirs. We have a Super Bowl champion. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to the podium now to award a well-earned Lombardi Trophy to this worthy franchise. Your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.